Hi everyone, Marcus here from EdTech, and if you love tech and if you love discounts, this is the place for you. And today we are going to talk about gear protection. And like you can see, I have a lot of products here and I have more downstairs. This is a specific episodes that we are going to talk about gear protections and why I think that these two brands are the best ones that you can purchase if you want to protect yourself when you are using your electric unicycle, your electric skateboards, or even if you are doing some mountain bike. One of them have 3DO and the other one have a technology called RPT, so it's reflective protection technology. So let's talk about the GForm Elite first of all, and when we look to the package, it's okay. But I have to be completely honest with you, I prefer much more the package of the Xian protective gear. This is not really relevant, what is important is the product. And when we look a little bit closer, you can see that this is an option that you have protections on your knee and protection on your chin, and it's really comfortable. When I compare to the old versions, it's better because now you have this mesh material here on the back, so it's more breathable and also is a bit more elastic. When I was using the old versions, because the material was not the same on the back, I could feel more the elastics on the top, and now is much more comfortable. I can use them for longer before I start having some hitchings on my legs, if it makes sense. But it's really fresh. You can feel them obviously, but they will protect you a lot. When we look to the other side, you don't have any elastic there, but also I don't feel that is important because what is important is the top one to maintain in the right place. On your knee you are going to find the logo of the company on the top saying GForm, and also a logo that you are going to find on the back. If I'm going to be completely honest, this logo after a while it starts to disappear, but the quality of the product continues to be exactly the same. Like I said before, this material is very flexible, but when you suffer an impact it gets harder. I have already fallen thousands of times with GForm, and I have to say to you guys that the best way that I can describe is you fall on your sofa. The only downside that I have to give to GForm is that after a while that you are using them, you always have to readjust, at least with this type of materials, because I'm going to show you other ones, the new ones, that it doesn't happen. But if you are searching for a combination that you can protect your knee and your chin in the same time, this is the best options that you have from GForm. So when we look to the package of the Xian protective gear, is so much better than the ones that you are going to find on the GForm. And like you can see, I have basically all their collection, and for me it's so much easier just to look to the image and know which product I have on the inside. With the GForm is not the same. I was basically putting them all inside the bag, and after to find them was always very difficult. But you have this package, you have this handle that you can put wherever you want, you open and you access to the product, so much better than GForm. And let's jump now to the Xian protective gear, and like you can see is much longer. Why? Because this elastic here is going to sit on your grind, and when we talk about the elastic, you can see here that you have two rubber lines, so they're going to stay much more in place than the GForm. I never had to readjust them when I'm using, so just definitely a big plus that you have with this one. I use them riding the Z10 for the range test after 3,000 kilometers, and man, they was amazing. They never fall off, they always stays in place, and I've been using them quite a lot since I received them. What you are going to find, besides obviously these rubbers on the top, you don't have any rubbers on the bottom, so also not really important in my opinion. And you are going to find the knee and the chin protection separate, but you have this elastic on the center, maintaining everything together, if it makes sense. So inside what you are going to find, let me just trying to take out one of them. So like you can see much closer, this is 3DO, and this material is used for motorcycling for many years. So the material is soft, but when you suffer an impact, it gets really hard, okay? So definitely one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Xian protective gear, because for the price and for the amount of 3DO that you have on their suits, on their shorts, everything, I think the price is really good. What is the big difference between one and the other? So the first thing is obviously, let's talk about prices. And if you go to the Xian protective gear, it's slightly cheaper than purchasing the GForm. If we talk about using with some shorts, I believe that this is a much better option. First of all, I think they looks nicer than this. This really looks nice to be underneath my jeans, if it makes sense. And also, if you hit the floor with the GForm, this will not come apart. It happens to me in the past, and you get some scratches and you can continue to use them. When we talk about protections, I believe that the protection is exactly the same. I can tell to you guys because I test with a hammer This one is a little bit more bouncy than this one, but in amount of protection they are going to give you exactly the same. So which one is your favorite? Do you prefer the Xian protective gear or do you prefer the GForm? Let me know in the comments below, and like I said, don't forget that if you want to purchase one of them, they are cheaper through the link. Definitely, don't get me wrong, but many times you spend much less, but after a couple of months you need to buy them once again, and in the end it gets more expensive than these options that I'm just showing to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about them. Really soon we are going to do another episode related with the elbows and knee guards with the new materials from GForm, and another one very similar with this one but just with the knees, and obviously some elbow protections, and I'm going to tell you guys what is my opinion, which ones are the best. And like I say in all my videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.